anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from Lincoln Financial Field, home of the Eagles in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as we'll see a squad from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on a conference rival from the American, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Black Knights will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bryant. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he... even bringing it out of the end zone. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
It's not fun playing defense. I got to cover these fast wide receivers all over the field. You're going to run tempo. You're going to spread me out. You're going to do all this stuff to me. And then it doesn't work. And you call a pass play. And then it turns into that because your quarterback's so special. This just isn't fun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the toss. Find some fresh air. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
Navy now facing third and short. This quarterback part of their running game. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
Navy will have it with a first and goal. Now on the option. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Navy!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Fortner. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it. Whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off it, you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to see how physical you want to be in a football game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the back. The big fullback's got it. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's short. There he goes. He's inside the 40. At the 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Army!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Looks as if he's going to run it. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances. And team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Coming out with it, it's Bryant. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. A designed run for the quarterback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Quarterback now breaking the field. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Navy will have to punt it away. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He might want another play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll try to do it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles.
Turning it on. Good, solid tackle.
And the evolution of the quarterback position, basically you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Fires it incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Army! Great job behind the back on the option.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Makes a move. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Horvath. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of sure that throw falls incomplete.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, midshipman. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, the head head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand this, that QB is not threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Coleman. Steps away to find some room. On the run, deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wide receiver going in motion. They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Navy now facing third and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Give to the fullback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, fourth down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. This is a designed run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Now they're going to throw it. Going up top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Horvat. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Buys a little time with his feet. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No P.
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Finds his man, it's Smith. Taking it the other way. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on third and long.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep.
Touchdown, Navy! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Black Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Coleman. Here comes the heat. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Goes to the option. And the ball is free on the pit. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Black Knights! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
They called the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback. But, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll they'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for a man, it's Woodson. Using the quick game. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Lost a throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man on the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I'll tell you, the fullback, he's just not a guy that you're going to tackle the catch, right? You got to bring this guy down on the ground. He can make people miss. He's got a little bit of speed. He showed you it right there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the fullback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. Quarterback running on the draw. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal coming up. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the fourth. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry. There he goes. Down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. You're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Zings it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. This deep in the game, the entire outcome can swing on who makes the big play. And this time, great play by the defense.
Phenomenal job of just keying in. You could tell that defense was expecting that play with the game on the line. They had 11 guys on the same page. Phenomenal effort. Great job by the defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. They want to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And after that incompletion as a play caller, you need to go back to the well. You can't be afraid to call what has already worked well in this game for you. You've got a tie game. You've had a lot of success, whether it's been running or whether it's been throwing. Think about the playmakers that have stepped up in this game, and don't be afraid to double back and call something that had success earlier in the game.
Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. There he goes to the right.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Navy! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Reed. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Coleman. Got a wide open receiver. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Army! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock.
The snap sets up the throw. The pass is incomplete, and the big gamble, the try to win it right here moment goes awry as they're still down by 1. And as the ball bounces out of bounds, no dice on the onside kick attempt. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. So Navy beats Army, and it is tradition for the victors as both teams sing their alma mater. The victors sing second, and that honor will go to the midshipmen. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.